favourite spot on the reserve at the moment, the Hyena Den, and everyone's out. Corky's just got up now to give a bit of discipline. There is D1 with a little white sock. And that's May being sent back into the hole. Oh, the little one's playing. So sweet. And there's Pretty coming up the mount. There she comes. And little November looked like she might come all the way down here until very recently. Those interesting bumps on the back of Pretty's front legs. What those are? It looks like Corky's also got them. Actually be the dew claw. And there's November in the background. D1 and D2 trying to suckle from other than their mother. That's interesting. It's almost like Corky said to November, you stay inside. The little ones are going to feed now. One of them from your mother and one from me. Yeah, that's very interesting. Little D1 got knocked out there. I wonder if D2 isn't a female and D1 a male. It would be very tough to be a hyena, I tell you what. Hard lessons they learn. Oh, don't learn. You can feel that wind, you can hear it starting to blow around the place here. Little May or little November trying to come out, but a bit nervous. Oh, let's quickly go across to Brent. He's got the little antelopes, same shape as this. Let's head across to them quick. Right, so there's been a sort of change around here, and quite interestingly, Corky is living up to her name. She's now corked the hole there, and I think purposely stopping November come out, and purposely also stopping May come out. May also is inside that hole, and Corky only wants her youngsters out when they're feeding. It's almost like she's saying she doesn't want the distraction of the other youngsters around while she's feeding them. And there they are, suckling. And just up here, Andrew is our little kingfisher friend. Beautiful little pygmy kingfisher. Oh, he's so wonderful. Look at him swaying in the breeze. Brooklyn, you're just 10 and you're in Ohio, and I completely agree with you. It also makes me quite mad. You say, how is it that Corky can allow her baby to feed from another mother when that other mother has got November to try and feed? Yeah, Brooklyn, that's just the way it goes in hyena society, I'm afraid. Now, the more dominant you are, the better your kids will wake up. And it's actually not too dissimilar, or it's quite similar to some human societies, you know. If your parents are dominant, if they are leaders in society, normally the kids will grow up with lots more resources than kids from poor families who don't have a lot of resources, but they really got to kind of fight for everything they get. And it's a similar sort of thing in hyena society. But yeah, I know what you mean. And there's no question that as soon as Corky decides everybody else must go inside and only her babies can be outside, that's what happens. Well noticed, Brooklyn. I wonder if the kingfishers are allowed in and out while Corky is there feeding her little twins. Who will, you see, and as Andrew was saying, I mean, it's quite an interesting thing this. From birth, basically, November is under the impression of her status, so she understands her status immediately. She knows that when Corky or her offspring are around, she must be away, she must be shy, she must be retiring, and if she isn't, she'll get a bite from Corky. And she knows that from birth. Her mother knows that, and you can see her mother is completely comfortable with the situation, or doesn't really have a choice in the situation, and so they adopt and inherit and express the status that they inherit from their mothers straight away, from birth. And this is where they learn it, at the den. That mohawk is quite amazing, isn't it? See the dust, people. There shouldn't be dust this time of year. It should be, it should be really moist, enough moisture in the soil for there to be no dust. And Janine on Twitter, I agree with you completely. That kingfisher is absolutely a bird of brilliant, beautiful colours. Let's try and count them. There's white. There's a kind of a navy blue, bit of purple there. Carrot-coloured beak, black on the top of the head, a bit of chestnut colour on the front. Still there, the papier tree. Now let's watch and see if he doesn't try and go inside the den. It's at least 6 colours. Nice black eye. See if we can count the number of colours there are. Look how beautiful he is, juxtaposed with the green. Yeah, he's flown. Oh. Well done, Andrew. Now, Lewis, you want to open up a can of worms here. You're in Buffalo, New York. You want to know if Corky's behaviour is instinctual or if it's conscious thought. I mean, the biologist in me says it's entirely instinctual, and I think it probably is largely instinctual. That said, I have no doubt that she has a sense of superiority, and that causes her to react in certain ways. So is that conscious thought or is it entirely instinctual? I mean, there's a piece of me that wants to say there's a little bit of conscious thought in it. But I don't think we can truly answer that question. I'd say it's largely instinct, Lewis, and in the absence of any other evidence, that's what I'm going to stick to. But I certainly wouldn't put it beyond the realm of possibility that there is some conscious thought in it. I mean, if you think of again, domestic animals, a nice way to check, in terms of intelligence and emotion in animals. If you think of a dog, I mean, we had a very naughty dog at one stage of our family lives, Trubshaw the Staffy, and Trubshaw, apart from being the stupidest animal in creation, was also very naughty. He was a wonderful creature, and he made us laugh immensely.